Hello everyone. We will begin The Ball poem written by John Berryman. It is a very meaningful poem. This poem is about losing something which we love and then learning to grow up. It is about a little boy who, in his young life, for the first time, is learning what it is like to experience grief or sorrow after the loss of a much beloved possession, which is here his ball. Maybe for us, the loss of a ball is of minor consequence. Our natural reaction may be that still there are many more balls. So, need not worry. But to a little boy, that is something different. One can get another ball with a very less amount of money. But money is external and immortal here, as it cannot buy the love and hence cannot replace the things that we love. In this poem, the boy's ball is easily personifying with his young days and which were happy and innocent. People may take balls just as they will take away our innocence and force us to grow up soon. And once we lose our innocence, then we cannot get it back. But despite all of these, we have to learn to stand up. Obviously, we need to be strong and get on with our life, irrespective of the sadness inside. This is the only way we will survive. Therefore, we have to learn to accept and let go. The poem has interpreted both literally and metaphorically meanings. If we see literally, then it is a soulful picture of a little boy growing up and learning to deal with the loss of the first or in his possession. If metaphorically, then it is a story of mankind learning to deal with the loss of their loved things or people. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What is he to do? I saw it go, merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. Now, children, merrily means happily. Oh, there are other balls. These words suggest that the loss is not important enough to worry about. Now, the poem is about a little boy. For the first time in his young life, he is learning what it is like to experience grief at the loss of a much loved possession. That is his ball. He has lost his ball. The ball is here symbolic of the sweet memories of his childhood. The boy loses his ball and watches it bouncing down the street into the water. To us, the loss of a ball is of minor consequence. But to the little boy, it was a valued possession. The poet here deters himself from saying that there are other balls because the boy wants the same ball. The ball had been with him for a long time and it was linked to the memories of the days when he played with it. The boy's ball personifies his young days and happy innocence. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him a dime, another ball is worthless. Now, here, ultimate means final. Shaking grief means sadness, which greatly affects the boy. Rigid, like a statue, stiff, trembling, shivering. Harbor, a place where ships load and unload goods. Intrude on, not to disturb. A dime, 10 cents US, means in money, dollar. Now, when the boy loses his ball, sadness comes to him. He is very much affected at the loss. He stands like a statue, shivering, keeps staring down in the water where his ball has gone. But he cannot find his ball. All his memories of the childhood days come into his mind when the ball bounces into the water, as memories went down the harbor with the ball. Now, this made the poet realize that the moments which have gone could not come back, and he does not want to offer the boy another ball because he knows very well that it would be worthless. No other ball can replace that ball which the boy has lost. Now, he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy, and no one buys a ball back. Money is external. Now, here the poet says that the boy gets upset when he looks into the water but he could not find his ball. Then he gets upset. This is when he gets his first sense of responsibility. The poet emphasizes that now he will learn or sense the responsibility from the loss of the ball, that once we have lost something in this materialistic world, it would not come back to us. Once we have lost something, then no other thing could replace it. The poet wants that the boy should learn or sense his responsibility, or he wants to make him understood that the loss is immaterial, means money cannot buy the memories, nor it can replace the things. He is learning well behind his desperate eyes this epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand up. Now, here desperate means hopeless. Epistemology of loss means understanding the nature of loss. Now, here the poet says that the loss of the ball will make the boy learn what it means to lose something. And after losing something, he should be responsible enough to stand up and leave the losses behind. The boy is learning to cope up with the loss of the ball. He is experiencing the grief at the loss of the ball and will grow up, stand up, and move ahead as he would have understood the true meaning and nature of loss. Here we have come to the end of the poem. Hope that you all have understood it. Now come to poetic devices. Now first is symbolism. A figure of speech where an object, person or situation has another meaning other than its literal meaning. Like the ball symbolizes the boy's young and innocent days. Then second one is repetition. Repetition of words in the same line. As you can see, stanza 1, second line, what. Then you can see stanza 3, fourth line, balls. This is repetition. Then we will come to alliteration. Repetition of initial consonant sounds in the same line. Again, stanza 1, second line, what, ww. Stanza 3, fourth line, balls, bb. And then after then the last line, same stanza, buys a ball back, B. Okay.